The game of money. Why some people get rich while you stay broke. A life-changing lesson inspired by Machiavelli. The hidden game we all play. In every country, in every city, on every street, there's a silent game being played every single day. The game of money. Most people don't even know it exists. They wake up, go to work, get paid, pay bills, sleep, and repeat. They think that's life, but it's not life. It's a system. Some people play this system and win. They build wealth, freedom, and power. Others stay stuck, working harder each year, yet never feeling free. And the question is simple. Why? It's not intelligence. It's not luck. It's not destiny. It's understanding. Rich people learned how the game works. Broke people just play without learning the rules. So today, let's talk about those rules. Rules inspired by the wisdom of Niccolo Machiavelli, a man who studied power, leadership, and human nature more deeply than almost anyone in history. This is not about greed. It's about awareness. It's about freedom. It's about waking up from the game you never knew you were in. Chapter 1. The system was not built for you. Imagine this. You were born, went to school, studied hard, and were told, if you get good grades, you'll get a good job. If you work hard, you'll live a good life. But look around. How many people followed that advice and are still broke, tired, and stressed? The truth is uncomfortable. The system was never built to make you rich. It was built to make you useful. School trains you to follow rules, not to create them. Jobs pay you just enough to keep you coming back. Banks make money from your debt. Governments tax your time. It's not a conspiracy. It's just the design of the game. You're not supposed to win easily. So if you want to escape it, you must stop playing the game the way they taught you. Don't just work for money. Learn how money works. Ask yourself, do I control my money, or does my money control me? Because the answer to that question decides your future. Chapter 2. The Machiavellian Mindset. See the world as it is. Machiavelli lived over 500 years ago, but his ideas about power are still true today. He said, "Men are driven by two forces, fear and desire." Think about it. Most people work because they fear being poor. They buy things because they desire comfort or approval. Everything they do is emotional. But power and wealth belong to the people who stay rational. They don't get lost in emotion. They observe it. They use it. That's what the Machiavellian mindset means. It doesn't mean being cruel. It means being strategic. It means understanding how people, systems, and incentives really work. Let's take an example. Two workers earn the same salary. One spends all his money on a new phone, a vacation, and a car loan. The other invests half of his salary into learning, creating, or owning assets. 10 years later, they started equal. Now one is free, and the other is still trapped. Same world, same job, different mindset. So the first rule is this: stop seeing the world as you wish it to be. Start seeing it as it is, because you can't change what you refuse to look at. Chapter 3. Control the flow of money. Become the master, not the slave. Imagine your money as a small army. Every dollar is a soldier that can fight for your future or die in useless battles. Most people send their soldiers out with no plan. They spend on fast food, gadgets, clothes, or things they forget in a week. At the end of the month, they wonder, where did all my money go? The rich think differently. They treat every dollar like a worker that must bring more workers back. If you earn $100 and you spend $100, you have nothing but memories. If you earn $100 and invest $20 into a book, a skill, a business, or an asset, that $20 becomes your soldier. It keeps working for you even when you sleep. That's how freedom begins, not with luck, but with control. Here's a small exercise. Track every dollar you spend for 30 days. You'll be shocked. You'll see how many of your soldiers you send to meaningless wars. Control your flow, and one day, you'll control your life. Chapter 4. Appear strong, even when you're weak. Life is theater. People don't just see you, they read you. They feel your confidence, your posture, your tone. If you look weak, people will treat you as weak. If you look strong, they will respect you, even before you prove anything. Machiavelli said, "It's better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both." That doesn't mean being cruel or arrogant. It means projecting strength. It means keeping your emotions under control. Imagine a leader who panics when problems appear. Would you follow him? No. You'd lose trust immediately. Now, imagine someone who faces storms calmly, who speaks less but moves with certainty. That person attracts loyalty, opportunity, and respect. The same happens in money. People trust those who look like they can handle it. So dress well, speak clearly, walk with purpose. Even when life is hard, stand tall. Because confidence is silent, and silence is power. Chapter 5. Master risk like a prince. You've heard the phrase, "Fortune favors the bold." It's not just a quote, it's a law of life. Every great success came from a moment of risk, a step into the unknown. But let's be clear. Risk doesn't mean being careless. It means being courageous with preparation. When you refuse to take risks, you choose a slow death, a life of safety, comfort, and quiet regret. Think of a young entrepreneur. He quits his job to start a small online store. He fails twice. He learns, adjusts, tries again, and on the third time, it works. Now he earns more than ever before. But what people don't see is the courage it took to step forward when fear whispered, "Don't." You will never eliminate fear. You can only move through it. Machiavelli wrote, "The great always risk a little in order to gain a lot. So study the risk, plan it, but take it. Because comfort zones are where dreams go to die." Chapter 6. Control debt before debt controls you. Debt is one of the most powerful tools in the game, and also one of the most dangerous traps. Used wisely, it can multiply your wealth. Used foolishly, it can destroy your freedom. Here's the truth. Poor people use debt to look rich. Rich people use debt to become richer. A poor man buys a new car he can't afford because he wants people to think he's successful. A rich man takes a loan to buy a business or a rental property that gives him more income every month. See the difference? Debt itself is not evil. It's neutral. It's a tool. But if you don't control it, it will control you. Before you borrow, ask, will this make me money or cost me money? If it costs you, think twice, because every payment you owe is another chain around your neck. Freedom and debt cannot live in the same house. Chapter 7. Build alliances. You can't win alone. No empire was ever built by one person. Even kings needed advisors, soldiers, and loyal friends. The rich understand this deeply. They know that relationships are capital. They build networks, find mentors, form partnerships. They surround themselves with people who think bigger, work harder, and inspire them to rise higher. Ask yourself, who are you spending time with? Do they drain your energy or raise your standards? If you want to grow, you must walk with those who are already moving forward. Remember, you become the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. So, choose wisely. Machiavelli wrote that a wise ruler must build alliances even with those he cannot trust completely, because influence is built through necessity. That means, don't wait for perfect people. Work with those who share your goals. Learn to manage differences. Build bridges, not walls. The power of community is greater than any single individual. Chapter 8. Respect over love. Too many people waste their lives trying to be liked. They say yes when they should say no. They smile when they should speak the truth. But here's a secret. Being liked will not make you successful. Being respected will. When you live to please everyone, you lose yourself. When you stand for your values, you find your strength. Respect comes from boundaries. From saying no when it's necessary. From keeping your word. From showing consistency. People might not always like you, but they will trust you. And trust builds reputation. Reputation builds influence. Influence builds wealth. Love is emotional. Respect is logical. Love can disappear overnight. Respect can last a lifetime. So, aim for respect first. Love will follow.
Part 2. The rules that change everything. Rule 1. Control your desires before they control you. Machiavelli once said, "He who controls his desires controls his destiny." That means, if you can say no to what your emotions want right now, you can say yes to what your future needs most. Money is not just about earning, it's about controlling your desires, your hunger for more, your temptation to show off, your urge to buy things you don't need just to impress people who don't care. Let me tell you a short story. There was a young man who earned his first paycheck. He worked hard, 12 hours a day, saving every cent. But when payday came, he bought a new phone, new clothes, and posted them online. The likes came fast, but his money disappeared even faster. He didn't realize that every dollar he spent for attention was a dollar taken from his future freedom. Remember this. Desire is a fire. If you control it, it gives you warmth and power. If you let it burn wild, it destroys everything you built. So learn to say no, not because you're weak, but because you're strong enough to wait. Every no today can be a yes to your dream life tomorrow. Ask yourself now, do you own your desires, or do your desires own you? Rule 2. Build power before you show power. Most people try to look powerful before they become powerful. They buy the car, the clothes, the image. But Machiavelli teaches the opposite. Build power quietly. Power grows in silence, not in noise. Think of bamboo. It grows underground for years before you even see a single leaf. But when it finally breaks the ground, it shoots up fast, tall, unstoppable. That's how real success works. You don't need to show your moves. Let people underestimate you. Let them think you're slow, weak, or small. Because one day, your quiet preparation will become a storm they never saw coming. Start small. Read, learn, observe, invest your time wisely. While others chase status, you build skills. While others seek likes, you build systems. When the moment comes, your results will speak louder than your mouth ever could. Remember, never reveal all your cards. In life and money, mystery is power. Rule 3. Never depend on a single source. Machiavelli wrote about kings and alliances, how no ruler should depend on one army or one friend. In modern life, it means this: don't depend on one paycheck. Don't depend on one person. Don't depend on one dream. Because if that one thing breaks, your whole life breaks. When COVID hit, millions lost jobs. Some lost everything because all their money came from one place. But others, those who had a side business, a small investment, a skill to sell online, they survived. Some even thrived. Dependence is danger. Freedom comes from options. So start building multiple paths. It could be small, a new skill, an online shop, investing $10 a week. It doesn't matter how slow you start. What matters is you start not depending. Because when you have more than one source of income, you stop living in fear. And when you stop fearing loss, you start making powerful decisions.
Rule 4. Think in decades, not days. Poor people think in days. Rich people think in years. The powerful think in decades. Most people want quick success. They want results today, fame tomorrow, and wealth next week. But life doesn't work that way. The world rewards patience, not speed. Let's say you plant a tree today. You water it, protect it, give it sunlight. Will you get fruit tomorrow? Of course not. But if you keep nurturing it for years, it will feed you and your family forever. Money is the same. Discipline is the same. You build them slowly. Then they build you back for life. Ask yourself, do you want a small win today or a big legacy 10 years from now? Start making decisions that your future self will thank you for. Every day you delay instant pleasure, you gain long-term peace. Because the secret to true wealth isn't in how fast you grow. It's in how long you can keep growing. Rule 5. Don't tell people everything you know. This might sound strange, but it's one of Machiavelli's most powerful lessons. When you speak too much, you lose power. When you show everything, you lose mystery. And mystery is what keeps people curious, respectful, even afraid to cross you. Think of great leaders, wise mentors, and successful entrepreneurs. They don't talk too much. They listen, observe, and act only when the time is right. If you reveal your plans too early, people can stop you. If you reveal your knowledge too freely, people can copy you. But when you hold back, when you choose silence over showing off, you make others wonder, what else does this person know? Power is not just what you have. Power is what others think you have. So next time, before you speak, pause. Ask yourself, does this make me stronger or weaker? Does it build mystery or break it? Learn the art of silence, because silence isn't empty. it's full of power. Rule 6. Play the long game with people. In the world of money and power, relationships are the invisible currency. You can't buy trust, but you can earn it. And once you have it, it can open doors no money can buy. But here's the mistake most people make. They play short games with people. They lie, use, and cheat for short-term gain. They burn bridges just to cross a faster path. And in the end, they walk alone. Machiavelli said that wise rulers think long-term. In your life, that means treating people not as tools, but as long-term allies. The person you help today might be the one who saves you tomorrow. So be strategic but kind. Be smart but loyal. Never betray trust for a small win. Build connections like you build wealth. Slowly, sincerely, and for the long run. Because your network can multiply your power faster than your money ever could. Rule 7. Become the master of yourself. This is the final and most powerful rule, because all the others mean nothing if you can't rule yourself. Machiavelli wrote that a ruler who cannot control his emotions is doomed to lose everything. The same is true for you and me. You can't control the economy. You can't control luck. You can't control other people. But you can control how you think, how you react, and how you choose to live. Self-mastery means doing what is right, even when it's hard. It means staying calm when the world is on fire. It means choosing focus over distraction, purpose over comfort, and discipline over excuses. Ask yourself now, are you the master of your mind or a slave to your moods? Because your life will follow whoever you obey. Once you master yourself, no loss can break you, no failure can stop you, and no one can control you, because you've already conquered the hardest enemy, yourself. Conclusion. The power is already in you. So why do people stay broke? Not because they're unlucky, not because the world is unfair, but because they never learn the laws that govern power and money. They act on emotion, not on strategy. They react fast, but think short. You are different. You have listened, you've learned, and now you can act. Start today. Control your desires. Build power in silence. Think long-term. Protect your energy, your money, and your mind. And remember, the richest person is not the one with the most money, but the one with the most control over their own life. Your journey starts now. Don't wait, don't wish. Work. Quietly, powerfully, relentlessly. Because one day, when people ask how you did it, you'll just smile and say, I learned the rules, and I played them better. If this video inspired you or helped you learn something new, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Motivation to Study English for 30 minutes every day. Your support is the energy that keeps us creating better and more meaningful videos every single day.